Let's get this straight. The El Paso and Dayton shootings were hate-filled acts of domestic terrorism, period. This isn't about blaming people with mental illnesses or video games. This is about the racist, anti-immigrant rhetoric coming from the leader of this country down. This is about the toxicity of white supremacy. This is about automatic weapons being easily accessible in this country, especially to those who want to wipe black and brown people off the face of this earth. On August 3rd, a white man drove 600 miles to El Paso, Texas, and is believed to have killed at least 22 innocent people. A manifesto attributed to him called Us Latinos the Instigators and claimed there was a Hispanic invasion of Texas. The manifesto goes on to say that it makes no sense to keep on letting millions of illegal or legal immigrants flood into the United States. If this sounds familiar to you, it's because we've been hearing the same fear-based hatred from this current administration every damn week. Less than a day later, before we could even take a breath, a 24-year-old white man in Dayton, Ohio, went out and shot as much as 9 people dead and injured 27 others in less than 30 seconds. It's no secret that Trump's campaign began by calling Mexicans rapists and violent criminals.
They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists.
He made us the enemy and placed a target on our backs. Now we're being attacked for speaking our language, we're being caged up like animals, and ultimately, we're being killed. To make matters even worse, the level of hatred has gone so bad that there may even be undocumented victims from the El Paso shooting who are refusing to seek help because they're afraid of deportation. Think about that for a second. People are literally being shot at and not going to the hospital because their fear of deportation overpowers their own well-being. These terrorists were radicalized in the United States of America, in our own backyard. And not only is their hatred accepted here, it's encouraged.
But how do you stop these people? You can't. There's no...
At least 31 people are gone. 31 people with families, friends, dreams. 31 people who are just out there living their lives. And now we have to mourn them, just like we did last week for the mass shooting at the Garlic Festival in Gilroy. Thoughts and prayers aren't gonna cut it. We can't keep living our lives in fear of going to school, church, a supermarket, a bar, and never making it home alive. According to research compiled by Vox from the Gun Violence Archive, there have been 255 mass shootings in 2019 so far. And we still have 5 months left in the year. We need action. We need the leaders in this country to do something. Now, I get it. This is a deep, complicated cultural and policy problem, but we have to begin by calling this what it is. Domestic terrorism, the need for gun control, and in El Paso's case, an end to white supremacy. It's easy to feel helpless at a time like this, but there are things you can do to help the current victims and the nation at large. On the local level, you can donate to the El Paso Community Foundation and the Paso del Norte Community Foundation to support the victims and the families of the shooting in El Paso. You can also donate to the Dayton Foundation, which has established a fund for the victims, their family, and friends. On the national level, call your senators and demand an emergency special session on gun control. People, our people are dying, but they don't have to be. It's easy to keep quiet about this, and it's easy to pretend like this problem doesn't exist, but the reality is it does. And I refuse to sit by and watch hundreds more of us get slaughtered just because our leaders won't take action. We have the power. Now let's use it to save some lives.